Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm turning one of my favorite cocktails, which is a Pina Colada, into a cupcake. I thought this would be a great idea, and the great thing about these is that there's no alcohol whatsoever, so you can serve them to everyone for any occasion, and they'll be delicious. But they still have the same flavor profile as a Pina Colada. You have the pineapple cupcake with a gorgeous coconut buttercream. It's absolutely delicious, and together it's like a match made in food heaven. The ingredients you'll need are few and very simple ones. You'll need some all-purpose flour, baking powder, some salt, a little bit of granulated sugar, some brown sugar, some softened butter that's unsalted, eggs, vanilla extract, and I've got some crushed pineapple in its juice right over here. That's it. The first thing you want to do is get your oven preheated to 350. You also want to make sure you have a muffin tin or a cupcake tin sprayed with some nonstick spray. If you want to use liners, go ahead and do so. I've been skipping out on the liners nowadays. I feel like a rebel. I feel like I belong in the Pink Ladies. Let me know if you know who the Pink Ladies are. Just feel like a rebel nowadays. I'm going to make this in my standing mixer, so we're just going to get right to it. I'm going to take my butter that's been a little too... It's at the room temperature a little too long because I had it near the stove, and as you can see there's stuff cooking back there, so it was really hot, but that's all good. And I'm going to take both kinds of sugar and I'm going to mix this together really well till it's all really well combined. Adding in my eggs and just a splash of vanilla extract, and then I'm going to mix this together again until the eggs are really well mixed and combined. I'm going to add in my dry ingredients. I just mixed the baking powder and the salt together with my spoon with the flour just to mix it a little bit. And then I'm going to add in my pineapple. I'm not going to add all of it because you'd be surprised. Sometimes you need a little more, sometimes you need a little less. So for now I'm going to just add half of it. Bring this up, mix it, and see where we are. That's looking gorgeous. You can see the pieces of pineapple running through the batter, which is exactly what I want. So I'm just going to take my handy dandy ice cream scoop and I'm going to divide the batter evenly among my little muffin tin. Now these are going to go in my preheated oven at 350 for around 20 minutes or until they're fully cooked through, and then I'm going to let them cool completely before we make our gorgeous coconut buttercream. My cupcakes baked for 20 minutes and I've let them cool completely. I only have a few here to frost, but don't worry, I will frost the rest later. I just feel like they look so pretty like this on this platter. But anyway, to make the coconut buttercream, you'll need just very few ingredients. You'll start off with some confectioner's sugar and a pinch of salt. I have some shredded sweetened coconut. This is going to go for the top, and just like maraschino cherries, this will be for the topping. I've got coconut extract and unsalted butter that's been softened at room temperature, and you want to make sure that it's like the perfect the texture of the butter has to be like really at room temperature. It can't be too cold and it cannot be too warm because otherwise your buttercream won't turn out. So now I'm going to add in my coconut extract. Now for vanilla extract, you guys know I never measure. I just kind of like dump in there and it's good to go. When it comes to other extracts like coconut, almond, peppermint that I've shared, different recipes along the years here with you guys, you have to measure because it can absolutely overpower the dish. I'm going to start with a 1/4 teaspoon, and then once the buttercream is together, I'll taste it, and if I feel like I want a little bit stronger coconut flavor, I'll add a little bit more. But for now, I'm going to just add a 1/4 teaspoon, and it should be plenty. So now I'm going to just give this a heads up and get the butter mixed a little bit. I'm going to add in the salt and the confectioner's sugar. Now buttercream is like the icing you have on a wedding cake. It's really rich, it's really sweet, but it is something you eat like once in a blue moon. Now I'm going to add in just a little bit of milk as well, about a tablespoon. We're going to put this up, and now this needs to mix for a good, well, sometimes it takes 4 minutes, sometimes it takes longer than that. You want this to be really light and almost like fluffy, and you don't want it to be so grainy from the sugar. So let it mix until it's at the perfect consistency, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's there. Be patient because it could take a long time and it could split halfway through. So you just keep mixing until you reach a really light, like white, fluffy texture. That looks magnificent. This is what buttercream should look like. Let's get it out of here. Oh, Every time I look at it, I'm just in awe of how beautiful it is. Look at the thickness. Look at that. Oh, it's just perfection. Absolutely perfection. I have given this a taste, and the coconut is plenty for me. But again, if you want it stronger, put more coconut in. I'm just taking my spatula and I'm just mixing the bottom. Now, this is a really, really sweet frosting, so you don't need a ton to frost your cupcakes. I don't put too much on there. Oops. Come on, Laura. I got a disposable piping bag here, just fitted with a plain round tip. I'm just gonna put my buttercream in here. I'm not gonna put all of it because I'm gonna frost the other ones after. I just wanna get these done because I'm so excited. Now, really, a cocktail into a cupcake is like genius. If you wanna see other cocktails turn into cupcakes, let me know which kind down below, and I would love the challenge. Okay, this is pretty much all I'm gonna do. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'll show you what I'm going to do in just a minute. You can see I'm not putting a ton because it's so sweet. And the coconut is really strong, and you don't want it to completely overpower everything else. So trust me when I tell you that a little bit does go a really long way. And I'm going to just take one now and then dunk it. Look at that. Or you can sprinkle it. You know, the world is your pickle. If you don't mind your platter getting dirty, then sprinkle it on. But up to you. And because no cocktail is ever complete without a cherry, we've got some maraschino cherries. Look at that. It's like a party in a cupcake. Now tell me you wouldn't love showing up to parties with these babies. I would. I'd be the coolest person at that party. I probably already am anyway. Pretty cool, if I do say so myself. I'm missing one cherry. Now, my husband, it was his job to count the cherries for me, and he missed one. If he's listening, he's in big trouble. But that's okay, because guess what? I will go in for this one. I will sacrifice. I will make the sacrifice. I'm excited. I'm not going to actually go in because I want to open this up so that you can see what it looks like. I don't know if you can see the bits and pieces of pineapple. I'm not sure, but look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. And then let's get a little bit of the buttercream. I don't want to know what life was like before these. Wow. WOWWW. Enough said. I don't even know what to say. It is. They are out of this world delicious. LauraInthekitchen.com will have the recipe for you. Let me know what other cocktails you want to be turned into cupcakes. I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye-bye.